Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And how are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's the daily round. Help you along your way to the where we hope so. Anyways. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time of the day this is for you, and welcome to the Daily CRUMB with me, Wingish Nive, Mishaki Quay. No friendly, freaky hands, sweet grass water, medicine woman, all's Christianica, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. How grows it with you? Hey, it's a Friday, a free-flowing Friday. Lay your freak flag. Friday. Fumble over your words Friday. Valentine's Day. Love Day, however you want to call it, whatever not for you. How do you celebrate it? What do you do? That's gotten a little commercial, right? But you know, love is every day. We can celebrate love every day. Are you treating yourself to something too? I didn't put cards away, so I'm just kind of throwing them in the deck there like that. So I wore red and pink every day. Here's my red today. My shirt says, I'm on the road to superstardom. Ow! Okay. Yeah. Dragging this body all the way. Put my earrings here. I can't wear them. They just make my ears sting. But they're representing he who holds the key can unlock my heart. Just had some tears. Had a beautiful Mrs. Potts with Mr. Eddington, founder of Tranquil Hearts. Nope, we don't have all three on the top. Just a reflection shot out there. Just so beautiful. A little trouble getting into the thing there, but my medicine, I'm down to the last bits. And usually it's kicked in after my first one. I'm on the second one now. Oh! My tea is I don't have hot chocolate. No coffee, haven't had that for a while. Out of dog food and cat food, and there's no way I'm getting out of this. Snow and everything. I just can't do it. We just had blizzards. And like they usually when it's a snow day, the schools remain open, you know. They just, the buses aren't running, right? But all the walkers can still go and stuff. But yeah, it was yesterday. The buildings and everything were closed. And it looks like today they're not going to be there. But at the end of the Mrs. Potts, I heard my loving Liam coming up the stairs. I go, oh, how excited I get to see him early this morning. And then I notice he's got his jacket on and all this stuff. And usually leaves at 3. So, ow! 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 Oh! Uh-huh. Help! In my head. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, I saw him all excited. I saw stuff in his hands. I just couldn't stop. The tears. The pain, boss. The pain. Physical pain, emotional pain. All right, here we go. It's making me stronger. Oh, why'd you have to make me so strong? Okay, here we go. If you aren't good at loving yourself, when you're sore and in pain and all this, if you aren't good at loving yourself, you'll have a difficult time loving anyone, since you'll resent the time and energy you give to another person that you aren't given to yourself. Barbara Angelis. And you know what? I learned a big lesson. Okay, what is it? Reflect on a challenging relationship. What did it teach you about yourself? Give thanks for these lessons. They have made you stronger. That's a 53. Somebody just shared 53 is the number. Which makes it 8. Infinitely. You are loved infinitely, beyond measure. What? Now I'm trying to read it in the screen. Just trying to make sure everything's in there. I guess you can't see the number. It's a 53. You can see that on the Tickety Talkity and on the CRUMB's channel on the YouTube. But the Begin Within channel, you're not going... It's not showing it on the tablet there. Anyways, here we go. Those challenging relationships taught you about you. And that's what I was saying. I was watching them and how these others just give out, and they insert themselves into people's lives, thinking that they know best what's for them, and then they complain about those people who never asked for their help in the first place. So that's where, for me, I wait for others to ask. I don't assume that I know what somebody needs. I mean, I just assume we all need love. We all need love anyways, right? There you go. Here's some extra. Here's some extra. Because that is what the world needs now. Is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for every one of us. I think that's Donna Summers. I believe, I don't know. But it's true, we all need that to live. Anyways, beautiful beings. What are those challenging relationships taught you about you? Taught me that I kept putting myself aside. And then I even put my children. I put the adults' needs before my children. My goodness, those two just flipped out right up. I gave it to them. And then what did that teach my children as well? Right? We go to these ones because that's what Mom did too, right? Well, I didn't, I tried to show them the gratitude. Here, somebody appreciates everything that you do, but I got the dump on the most of everybody else that they were helping. And, I was one that didn't ask for it, and then they would, and then what they did, it didn't help. It hurt more than it helped. But they don't change what they're doing, then that's just my fault. Well, if you're hurt, that's your fault, because I intended to help. That's kind of like what it was. They turn their backs and don't see them again. Right? Then I left here, conscious things like, am I that scary? People can't come and see me? Can't, Because I've never been, but I guess Mom always said words are mightier than the fist, so maybe that's just it. I don't know, but I don't hold grudges. I forgive easy, right? It's time to take that retreat. And then there's so many reputations. There's so many reputations out there. And of course, for me, it started pretty young too. My mother saying, oh yeah, she got a boyfriend for every day. I wasn't like that. My reputation, I'm like, wow, boy, do I ever get into a lot of stuff. I don't. And there's things where it's just like, you're going to believe what you want to believe. And I've always been like that. And you know what? When it comes up to this time in the courts and things like that, they played on those kinds of things. You got to be a little crazy to stay sane and all that kind of stuff. And those things got played on. And that's okay. I'm not the only one, and that's why I share. It's not going to be happy for everybody. Sometimes this brings up, as was mentioned in that too, was for those lonely feelings. Just highlights, right? And you see all these little happy couples all around, and it makes you feel more lonely. I don't know, but the loneliest I felt was in that relationship. In those relationships. Growing up. So we respect ourselves, right? And we'll respect others. So give yourself that sacred space. Take time. And love yourself today. Love yourself every day. Right? Because if we aren't good at loving ourselves, we'll have a hard time loving others. And even letting that in. No, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. So take that time. Do that introspection. What is that little need? What did that little miss out on? Well, I know, but the one in you. Okay? Whatever that is for you. Here we go. And let's look at that. The celebrating and the quickening. We're coming into the rebirth. And on the 25th of June, I'm going to be 50. Whoop, whoop. There we go. But we're coming into our own. We're being our whole selves. We're not getting divided. We're seeing beyond those deceptions. And we're seeing who we are. Not the reputation of who others think that we should be. We're building on that character. building on that character of who we are. And that's when we can go the distance. Going the distance, that came up. Already today. And it's like 10 something. Oh my God, I want the ball up. I'm so sorry. Whew. All right, I'm just going to be relaxing today. Putting on the music. There is so much to do. But we can all got time. I don't know. What is that for you? What does that all say to you? Are we deceiving ourselves, trying to be something that we're not? We're thinking that we're limitless. Oh, I can just keep going. I can just keep going. When the body's saying you need to stop, right? If we don't listen to our bodies, it'll do things to grab our attention, to listen to our bodies. Oh, and I put these on. I've been wearing these all week too. That's a heart for my big eagle sis. And then this was the eagle that her husband John always wore. And she gave that to me after he passed. And then she bought this for me for that Christmas that she spent here. Me and my children, 11. And this is my Nanny Harper. I got this at the lighthouse on Misco Island or Miscou, depending, Misco or Miscou Island in New Brunswick. That's where my biological family's from. So that's where she raised her children. I got that. And then there's the sand. I put the sand, got sand from where she was born in Janeville, New Brunswick. And where she grew up. And then inside is her ashes. And the days that she died was the same day, I believe it was August 26th that she passed. And then August 26th, was it 75? It might have been 76. I don't know, but they had, her and my grandpa, they got their passport pictures taken. And I thought that's kind of a poetic and beautiful thing that she passed on the day that they got their passport taken, and now they're traveling together in those other dimensions. So it's beautiful, and so I'm keeping that love close to me. There's other great examples I saw of great love stories that you never know. My big sister, just so beautiful. She'd been married, anyways. Somebody she dated young, they got separated, they both got married, they were married for 10 years, neither one had children. I don't know what happened with him, I know what happened with her. And they got divorced, these ones got divorced, and then they ended up back together, and they've been together a whole lot longer than their first marriages. I think it's probably like 40 years. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know, I'm trying to think of my age and if that math works. I don't know, can't do math in my head right now. Okay, beautiful beings. What does that all say to you? What has the challenging relationships taught you about yourself? And how do you love yourself? Because if you aren't good at loving yourself, you'll have a difficult time loving anyone else. So how can you love yourself more today? Not above or below, but as part of all this beautiful creation. Beautiful beings. Thank you. Love yourself more today. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know what? This world needs you. Just to be you. Fully, holy, and true. Don't let this world miss out on all that's you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad that you choose to stay. Every day. Let's grow, grow, grow. Slow, slow, slow. And make this another wonderful, blessed day. Love you all. Mwah! Thank you, thank you, thank you.